slipping in 24-hour gyms.
To running 86 yards for a touchdown.
Welcome to the Two Random Podcast. Tired of subscribing to 100 different podcasts?
Yeah.
SirXpress and ISpeakMotivate eliminate boredom while giving you their commentary on breaking news, movies, music, and so much more.
Going down, man.
Subscribe today and rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts now.
I always follow them.
Random is the only solution. Two Random Podcast starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello. I'm ISpeakMotivate.
And I'm SirXpress.
And today we're discussing
a young man who started from sleeping in 24-hour gyms now plays for the Cleveland Browns, and in his first ever game in the NFL, he runs an 86-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Now, previously, you guys, we talked about something similar, but in a different way. We talked about Nate Patterson, how he was just living his best life, and he ended up living his dream. How it's similar is that they're both living their dreams, however, it's different. In this instance, he's definitely intentional in his goals as far as going hard. He's like, look, if I had to sleep in these 24-hour gyms to get where I need to be, to grind, I'm going to do it. And look, it actually paid off. Because look at where he is now, playing for the Browns. And another thing, this man, how he was living, being at the laundromats, charging up his phone in the laundromats, finding food to eat by going to random cookouts. This man was serious about his dream. And the beautiful thing about this is when you're gritty about it, when you seriously willing to, chance it all, risk it all, you end up in a beautiful result. And a lot of people don't like to do it. We say stuff that we want to do, but we really don't want to do what it takes to get there. So it really encouraged me. How about you?
It did. One of the biggest things that really kind of warmed my heart is when he was talking to the people on, I think it was either NFL Network or ESPN, and they asked him, so there was some news about you in that 86-yard run. Can you tell us what it is? He said, well, actually, when I went there, I didn't have any cleats. I didn't have any at all. And I went up to OBJ and I told him, yo, bro, I don't have any shoes. And so after talking to him, this is what OBJ does.
Wait.
Bro, I got you. You can have my shoes. Because he knew he wasn't going to play. And then after the game, he told him he could keep them.
That is sweet. You see that camaraderie, that brotherhood, what I was talking about? This is the thing. This is why the Browns is going to be dangerous this year. You have someone on there that's willing to sleep in gyms. Mm-hmm. You ain't ready. Like, they got a lot of pretty boys in the NFL and things like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. But what's going to come down and what I miss about football, especially when I used to watch it in the past, was that
you said that like you just old.
when I was 14 and 15. When I get it, when you get down and dirty, when you're willing to risk it all, like the young man, like the story you shared, he didn't have cleats. He didn't have anything. And when you don't have anything, you're more creative. You're pushing more. You know what I'm saying? Because you have nothing to lose because you don't have anything. And that's the most dangerous person you can have on your team. People that have money and stuff like that, they comfortable. They don't got nothing to prove. Like I said about Darren Thompson. situation with him, he's trying to get on a roster. He has to get gritty. He has to get in there in order to prove, like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? For people to see that I'm here. He did a real good
job himself. Got a touchdown. So he did a real good job. Runs hard. Leaped over somebody. Kind of reminds me of a smaller Kareem Hunt.
And that's the thing. You have to. Nobody will know who you are until you tell them. And you know, that's what this young man did. He was like, and then I remember hearing something about, like, he was, you know, talking to them to get into the tryout. You know what I'm saying? He risking everything to be there. And when you, and that's why I'm excited to see him play in the actual season coming up, is due to the fact, you know, I'm here for the underdog. I'm always going to be here for the underdog. I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about the ones that's lifted up. I'm here for the underdog. And for me, with him, it's going to be he's going to make dynamic plays just like he did in the preseason because he's passionate. Period. You know what I'm saying? When you have that passion and your soul's out there for the game, which I've been missing with football players, I'm excited to see the Browns play and see him play.
Now, I will say, even if the Browns do not keep him after this preseason, he will be on somebody's team starting this regular season. I just have a feeling like just because his grittiness, his readiness, his I'm right here.
Right.
You know, I feel like they're going to be really great. And, you know, the Browns are going to be good. Let's just be honest.
Exactly.
This is a year that the Browns have something good on their side. They got Greedy Williams. Greedy Williams is pretty good cornerback. He's from LSU. I mean, they have a pretty good team. And I'm excited to see what this pretty good team could be. Now, I do feel like they're going to be in the playoffs this year for the first time in years. Now, do I feel like they can compare it to the Chiefs? At this moment, I can't say that. Being that we haven't really got to know them yet as a team and their, you know, cohesiveness or the chemistry. So I don't know yet if I can compare them to last year's Kansas City Chiefs. So, you know, it's just a thing where I'm excited. I'm ready to see what is, you know, going to be given, what's going to be taken, how many people are going to show what they know, you know, as far as, you know, in the sport. How many touchdowns you can get, how many things you know as far as the playbook, how good you can catch on to the different the playbooks, because there's different things that you have to learn with different teams. So I'm just excited because I'm ready to see this. I'm ready to see who will be the biggest turnout as far as rookies, because he is a rookie. And if you guys did not know, we are talking about Damon Sheehy Guiseppi.
Right.
So I'm proud of him. He put his all into it. What about you? What do you feel? How do you feel about what he's doing, and do you think many more people should do it?
I personally feel like this with him, especially when he's a rookie. I'm so proud of him, and he's going to be the one-on-ones I'm looking out for. This situation, he is teaching us all the valuable lesson of hard work. A lot of times we want stuff handed to us. It's so true when it comes to the lottery. We just want to get that winning ticket, not work for it and just get, you know, millions of dollars. That's how we are as human beings. But the thing is, when you're willing to get ugly, to be on your last dime, like him saying no shoes, when you have no food, nowhere to wash, nowhere to go, that shows your true passion for whatever you're trying to do. So I want to encourage people, and he also encouraged us with the podcast, that a lot of times what you have to do, like we want this podcast to be national, local, national, then go international. The thing is when it comes down to him, he's an inspiration to let you know you have to sacrifice. That's the biggest word here. You know, it's sacrifice. Because if he wouldn't, he was like, oh no, I don't want to do the gyms. I'll just stay where, I don't know if his parents are staying or his guardian at the time when, you know, or with college buddies or whatever the case it was before he moved out to reach his dream or what have you. He could have still been at home playing video games or whatever the case it was. But he made the decision, I'm going to sacrifice for my future. And like how they say, work hard, play later. And he's the greatest example of that. And I'm very encouraged to see a young man out there. And to me, and like, you know how they always talk about millennials and stuff and make us feel like, you know, we're not willing to do it. This young man is showing it. Like, look, you don't have to give me anything. I'm working for it. And for that, and to me, to any coach out there, to any older owner in the front office, this young man is one that I need on my team. Because guess what? It's going to get ugly on that field.
Right.
It's going to get ugly on that field. He is not going to take any prisoners. And that's what I'm excited about.
Just, and it's crazy what you can see and what you can find out from just seeing one play. Mm-hmm. You could just, once he got the touchdown, you could see the passion in his face.
Yes.
So I'm excited for this young man. I hope he gets, to be on the Browns. But if not, I know he's gonna be on another team, and he's gonna be so good.
Yes, I hope I really want him to be on the team. Because it's those ones you underestimate or those ones you look over that, you know, end up killing it at the end and end up being Hall of Famers and things like that. So I just want to encourage him to keep on going. He don't need our encouragement, but because he already has it. He's at the point in his life is looking like where I don't have anything to lose. I'm ready to risk it all. It's nowhere to go but up. And I'm here for it. I'm here to succeed. And I just want to encourage anybody that's listening to the podcast to follow this young man's example. You know what I'm saying? You got God, you got your passion, you got, you know, your soul is connected to your dream. You got it. Period. Exactly. You willing to sacrifice and you just not talking about it. You doing it. You working it. I mean, it may not be pretty in the beginning. It's not pretty for him to be sleeping in 24-hour gyms, charging his phones at laundromat, not having the cleats to go to practice. That's not pretty. But the end result is going to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it.
Pretty and be gritty. That's right. One thing I've learned. You know, and it wasn't even said in that way. What I learned was you can't be grand and be holy. So you can't feel like you're uppity. You can't feel like you're better than others and then think you're holy. You know what I mean? You can't do that. And so in this situation, you can't be a pretty boy and think that you're going to be gritty enough to make a team. This young man right here, he ain't worried about being no pretty boy. He worried about making that team, making a difference for him and his family.
Exactly.
And you can see it. It's
you can see passion. It. And that's the thing. And that's what those dudes need to watch out for. Them dudes as, you know, being divas and stuff, the football. Look, these, I was telling SirXpress before, these young rookies, they coming up and they like, look, man, I gotta get it. I gotta go hard. Exactly, hunger. And so if you like, oh no, I need stuff a certain way. I need only green M&Ms before I go out and play. Like, you know,